You know, your body works by setting up nervous pathways so that information, actually it's electrical energy, goes along your nerves and helps you to know what to do. You know, like for instance, if I want to kick my legs out, I can do it. I don't have to think, how am I going to do this? Whereas, let's say if I was walking on uneven ground. Well, here, I'll make some uneven ground with these blocks. Okay, when I step on it, I'm not accustomed to standing on these blocks, okay? So I kind of have to get a feel of it. Okay, how can I do this so it doesn't hurt my foot? Okay, how do I balance myself? Now, here's the thing, and you know, this will make sense to you. If I keep practicing this, I'll be able to step up on those blocks, you know, won't even have to think about it, right? Okay, so what about emotional reactions? So let's say, okay, I want to get this magazine here off the coffee table. And let's say I reach out, oh, I knocked them off. Uh-oh. Okay, that would be my reaction. But let me show you another possible reaction that I actually have had in my life, and I know other people have. Oh, geez, I am such a klutz. I'm so freaking clumsy. What about this reaction? I've seen people do this. Dang. Okay, now, do you know what the difference was? My reaction, I mean, I don't see any reason to get angry and upset or to call myself clumsy or anything. I mean, you know, accidents happen. I miscalculated reaching. There was a time in my life, though, where if I did something clumsy, I would kind of berate myself like, gee whiz, what is wrong with you? That wasn't very good, was it, to talk to myself like that? Would I say that to somebody else? I hope not. But what about that last reaction of anger over being clumsy? There are people who are like that. Now, how is it different? You know, why am I able to go, oops, and not, you know? Well, because I've practiced that reaction. Actually, when I used to, if I did something clumsy and I would put myself down, you know, and berate myself, I actually had to make a conscious effort to stop doing that because I was using so much negative self-talk with myself. And then the person, I don't, but there are people who, you know, if they're clumsy, they get angry. You know, really angry. How does that happen? They keep practicing that reaction so that their nerves, their nervous pathway, it just goes zip. That's their reaction. What does this have to do with eating and health? Okay. You have automatic reactions and emotional reactions that relate to eating. Okay? Like, oh, it's gloomy out today. It's been raining. It's chilly, nasty day. I mean, I put on a long sleeve shirt and kind of thick pants because it just, oh, it's so damp and it's not comfortable. And what do I want to do today? I want to have things like hot, thick soup or chili and bread, nice hot bread out of the oven, or hot cocoa. My mother used to say on days like this, you need something to stick to your ribs. I got a lot of stuff sticking to my ribs over the years, I'll tell you. And I spent several months finally getting rid of it. I don't want to get it back. But, automatically with this kind of weather, I have these thoughts about hearty food to eat. Well, you know what I just had for lunch? I made myself a great big salad, and then I made myself one of my coffee shakes that I have that's part of my healthy lifestyle plan. It's one of the meal replacements. And I made it with milk. You can make it with milk or water. And I also put in some unsweetened cocoa powder because I just like the consistency of that in there. Just kind of stirred it around after the shake was made. Well, that's not warm, hearty food, is it? But you know what? I'm just fine. It's okay. I'm working on getting freed up from having these automatic reactions. Here's one you might be able to relate to. It's after dinner, kids are in bed, time to just relax, flip on the TV. You want to eat. Maybe there's a bag of chips or some M&Ms or, something sitting there without even thinking. Just putting them in your mouth and chewing and. So if you have habits that are not friendly to your health, at first you're going to have to make an effort to change them. Just like a little baby who's learning how to walk, okay? That baby, or like me on those blocks, those wooden blocks, I had to get the feel of it, think about it, had to make conscious decisions. Well, let's say you're sitting in front of the TV, at night, real comfortable and cozy, and somebody brings in a bag of chips. You are going to have to think, okay, I'm not touching those. Or I think I'll make myself a cup of tea. Or get some celery sticks or, something that will keep you from eating those chips. And it's not, if it's a problem for you, it's not because there's something wrong with you and you're not trying hard enough or something. It's because you've spent years laying down and reinforcing, practicing those nerve pathways, activating them. Just like the person who, when they're clumsy, they get angry. They don't have to. But in order to stop being angry, they have to make a conscious decision and practice a different reaction. So what I wanted to share with you is maybe pick one thing that you do kind of, without even thinking, that you could change, something that is not friendly for your health. Let's see, what's an example? Oh, well, I'll tell you something. I always used to like to have something a little bit sweet after a meal. And I used to eat, like a little piece of candy, like a Starlight Mint or something like that. And, I kind of started having something a little sweet more often than after every meal. Well, I made a conscious effort to stop doing that. I stopped buying those things for one thing. And now, every once in a while, when I want something sweet and it's just really strong, I might take just a little tiny bit of Equal or Splenda and just give myself a taste of something sweet. That takes care of it very often. But, I have to make a conscious effort to divert my thoughts to something else. So I know this was kind of long and drawn out, but there's some stuff to think about and understand here. And I'm hoping that maybe this will help you. Because, yeah, you want to lose weight, you want to be healthy, but it takes decisions every moment of the day. You don't just say, okay, I'm making it change, and everything just falls into line. I wish it was that easy. You got to start somewhere. So pick something to start working on. I'll help you if you want.